When they released those files and we didn't do nothing about it, everybody just went back to their regular old normal lives like nothing ever happened, like nothing. Baby, they knew that they could go ahead and release him too. Say what you want and believe what you want, but baby, that is not his twin. That is definitely him. Y'all can fall for this Palm Beach Pete character if you want to, because that's exactly what he is, a character. Let me just say this. That man has gotten so many interviews. He's on podcasts, TMZ, and the whole nine within a matter of days. This man is 60, 70 years old, which means he's been on this earth for a very long time. And you telling me all of a sudden he just became so interesting? Nobody knew him before. He has no life before this. Make it make sense. In addition to that, he's telling us that he's been in parties with Epstein and places with Epstein. And you telling me nobody ever took pictures in the way the internets, nobody took pictures and it wasn't floating around like, oh, this guy looked just like Jeff. Stop it. Let me just say this. When he talks, he speaks in third person. And the reason why he does that is because he's trying to persuade us as well as program us as well as himself that he's this character that they got him playing right now. And the sad part about it, nobody wants to believe it. Inside of the files, they told us about cloning and all this other weird dark bullcrap. But we still just say he's this man that lives on Palm Beach, that drives a nice car, was it?
If I was at my home in Palm Beach. But
hey everybody, this is Palm Beach Pete, and my video went viral.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.
Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Let's get high, yeah, you know I'm about to roll. Let's get please, yeah, you know I gotta pull. Let's live life, live once I'm about to turn up. Get fly, oh for sure it's about to go up. Roll my blunt and pass my lighter.
Hey y'all, everything in this video is alleged. It's all alleged. We're reviewing and reacting to clips. When this whole thing became a thing, and I can even start from inside that cell, this man would have been viral. He would have been all over, what are those, not TikTok, but Snapchats, the Vines, the Facebooks, maybe even MySpace. What are we to believe here? This video really, really irks my nerves. And shout out to that sister in the clip, because she was confidently speaking her version of the truth. Notice I say her version. This is just for educational purposes. We're just reacting. So listen and watch with an open mind for platform purposes. We're not saying that this thing is true or untrue. We're just listening to find out what the people say. And I want you guys to listen as Black Balloon explains the situation. But they say everybody got a twin. Such is true. But the tooth count, the things like, or not the tooth count, but the tooth structure and the same ones are kind of altered and this and that. He's speaking in third person. Now, he said, hey, Mr. Berg, you deleted my account. Can I have it back? I didn't do anything wrong. The video went viral, blah, blah, blah. Maybe we can have lunch one day. Are they playing in our face, y'all? Real talk, he's speaking in third person. He says he's been to these parties with this person. Come on, man. But we still ain't got a list. But like she said, this man has been on this planet for however long. We're just now seeing him. He looks more like Jeffrey than that person they showed on that cold table. Wink, wink. Make it make sense, y'all.
I must not be me. If this ain't the same person, y'all. But for real, this is like, man, spitting image. I don't even think I've ever seen two people look so much alike? Now, help me understand something. Is this a common look amongst this, this type of guy? Are there a lot of different Epstein-looking dudes out there, or what? Or what? Y'all already know how we gotta do it, man. I gotta show y'all some clips of the internet talking about it. I thought this was definitely worth it. Do y'all feel like they playing in your face? One of the craziest things that I saw, now I don't know if Palm Beach Pete made this up because he started getting famous, or if they really just slapping it in your face like that, pause. Because he said he seen Jeffrey Epstein at a party. Not that he knew him, but he saw him at a party. It's like, all right now, either this guy is just saying shit or what. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is going on.
All right, now, so what we're about to watch, y'all, is a few clips. And watch these clips with an open mind. For platform purposes, we're just providing commentary. We're reviewing and reacting to other people's opinions. And I just feel like I gotta say that. Y'all know why. This whole thing, this whole thing right here is really weird. And it's kind of convenient. It's really convenient. But to keep having your social media taken down, is it like, dude, you're blowing your cover? There was a famous mobster. He did what they do. He made it through the life. I can't say that ever ends, but he wouldn't stay in witness protection. First off, he had these requests that they put his girlfriend in there, although he was married, but they put his girl in witness protection and this and that, and he kept messing it up because he wanted to be known. He wanted to be known. He did interviews and a lot more things. Anyways, let me shut up. Let's get to the clip.
You're not Jeffrey Epstein?
I'm not Jeffrey Epstein. I'm Palm Beach Pete.
Here's all the evidence we have to confirm that Palm Beach Pete is actually Jeffrey Epstein. Starting off with the first and most obvious piece of evidence, that both of them look identical to each other. Here's a side-by-side picture of the both of them, and you literally cannot tell either of them apart. Next, the both of them literally have the same exact teeth. So as you can see right here, this is Jeffrey Epstein's bottom row of teeth. And then if we go ahead and look at Palm Beach Pete's bottom row of teeth, literally identical to Jeffrey Epstein's.
All right, now, if something ever happened to you, you had no ID, and you were left out too long, and your heart wasn't working, or lungs, you get where I'm going with it? But there are certain stages that one's bodies, it goes through. And if that were to happen, how would they know who you were? That's me waiting. How would they know who you were if something like that took place? Exactly. So with that being said, how in the hell can you have a total replica of your dental features? Allegedly. It's just a question. I'm not saying that this is happening or anything. I'm not even saying it's on the screen. I'm just wondering, like, how does that work? I've seen twins before, but I've never seen anybody with the same style or set of teeth. The set and also the offset. Excuse me. Y'all get where I'm going with it. Anyway, let me let this person cook.
Next, in a recent interview, it was actually revealed that Jeffrey Epstein and Palm Beach Pete actually lived in the same areas at the exact same time. So when Jeffrey Epstein was living in New York, so was Palm Beach Pete. And then when Jeffrey Epstein was living in Florida, so was Palm Beach Pete. And when this was brought up, Palm Beach Pete was literally trying to shush the interviewers.
All right, now, I want to question that. First, let's address the shushing the interviewer. But that kind of alleviates my question. Let me see. My question is, one, Were there separate addresses? And keep in mind, this dude's a billionaire or whatever he was. But where were these houses in relation to each other? How far? I want to know what the mail and the addresses were like. How close were they? It's just so interesting. Like, this is a heck of a coincidence, because you got these people, these two people that look alike, and they got the same dental structure. And then they live in places where each other live at the same time. And then they move and another one moves and they live in the same places at the same time. That's crazy. What a coincidence. That's interesting. But let me let this clip keep playing.
And then finally, every single day now, Palm Beach Pete is uploading videos onto social media saying that he is not Jeffrey Epstein. And in a lot of these videos, a lot of people feel like he's actually trying to gaslight us because he really is actually Jeffrey.
Now, I want to say this. It's been a lot of times that I've watched stuff and people confess to things that other people have already thought about these people. And it's like, when they do it, they laugh. And it's a joke and all of that type stuff. It's really jovial. But it's very true. Now, is this a case of that? It makes me think about, was that person on that cold table really, did this person really, you got to think about how smart this dude was, how much money he had. Yeah, let's get to the next clip.
Hey, Mark Zuckerberg, it's Palm Beach Pete. I just want to set the record straight that I went to Instagram to let people know that I have nothing to do with Jeff Epstein.
Okay.
Palm Beach Pete, and just wanted to spread positive vibes.
True.
I don't understand why you deplatformed me. I had a lot of followers.
Okay.
I was just trying to do good stuff. And I hear you moving to Florida. Maybe we could hang out. All the best.
Palm Beach Pete, now you're saying that Mark took you off of his platform. I'm not sure why would he do that. Now here you are again telling us that you're Palm Beach Pete. We already know that. I mean, you can't keep introducing yourself every day, bro. Palm Beach Pete is outside heavy. He's telling Mark to meet up with him whenever he heads down to Florida. Never knew yet that you knew Mark. Why would you tell him to meet up with you? Maybe you do know him, right? What's really going on with Palm Beach Pete, bro? Because not only me, a lot of people are trying to figure this out. Shh. So that people know what time is it here. But we're gonna hear you out, Palm Beach Pete, and welcome to social media, bro. Hopefully you could get that resolved and your page could come back up, because now I guess you're playing tennis, right? You just finished playing tennis?
When they released those files and we didn't do nothing about it, everybody just went back to their regular old normal lives like nothing ever happened, like nothing. Baby, they knew that they could go ahead and release him too.
Now, the distraction technique, I had to bring her clip back into it. But like she said, when nobody did nothing about anything, maybe they thought they could release him too. I wonder how long has the Rapping Camels tour been announced versus this guy emerging. I wonder. Oh my goodness. I seen a video on YouTube today and it was kind of weird about overseas and something going to new heights. And then, I hope this, it's nothing but a distraction. This dude could have been viral. Let me shut up. Let me let this lady talk.
Say what you want and believe what you want, but baby, that is not his twin. That is definitely him. Y'all can fall for this Palm Beach Pete character if you want to, because that's exactly what he is, a character. Let me just say this. That man has gotten so many interviews. He's on podcasts, TMZ, and the whole nine within a matter of days. This man is 60, 70 years old, which means he's been on this earth for a very long time. And you telling me all of a sudden he just became so interesting? Nobody knew him before. He has no life before this. Make it make sense. In addition to that, he's telling us that he's been in parties with Epstein and places with Epstein. And you telling me nobody ever took pictures in the way the internets, nobody took pictures and it wasn't floating around like, oh, this guy looked just like Jeff. Stop it. Let me just say this. When he talks, he speaks in third person. And the reason why he does that is because he's trying to persuade us as well as program us as well as himself that he's this character that they got him playing right now.
We about to end it right there. I just brought that clip back to touch on a little bit of what the last clip played, where dude said that. He said, what did he say? Why do you have to keep telling us who you are? Why do you keep introducing yourself? The subconscious is so powerful. Pay attention, y'all. Please. Now more so than ever. Pay attention. I'm out. Peace.